Hello. So we have done some of the improvement, but right now I'm just trying to create spec for our project because we will be doing it with the help of ChatGPT. So I have ChatGPT Go, so I will try to create a spec for my project here, my project for the hackathon project here. So we will be firstly dividing it together and try to understand which use case we're trying to solve, and little by little we will be solving it. Okay? Uh, so yeah, just give me a moment. I want to wrap around some of the things. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. What was the suggestion that was given by just before? Uh, classy, easily classified. That is a use case. It is already been solved, I think. Read email, decide action, ask clarification, resolve, as accelerate. I don't think so. This is an ice problem to solve. Okay, I don't know. Okay, topics. Kill 1% to save 5%. Most person chooses to. Okay, this is something else. Should be having it, but I don't know why we are. Where did that part go? I forgot. D. Okay, it should be in D precise, right? Uh, the chair that I write in D precise. Okay, okay, this it is here. Okay, so yeah, it has given us some example, but I don't think so that are any good. together we will be narrowing down our choices together. So which are the problem that we should be solving together. We should be narrowing down, because if I go like this and try to understand everything, we will not be able to cover it in our time. Okay, we have a deadline, we have to understand it and finish it before 8. So for that to happen, we needed to decide which problems we should be solving by today at the very least. Okay? The rest we can, for the coding part, and the rest we can do it by tomorrow. Okay? Because we already have created a rough roadmap that how should we proceeding the dates. Okay? So I think this calendar wise I can solve it. Okay? So this, let's suppose it has the 100 tasks. So I can say that this is it is having one task, something like this, and the same goes for this or any other. So I can choose from any of these here. So let me give it a context. It is not visible. Okay, now that. So this is what I'm talking about. So what we can do, we can take a single domain. Let's suppose if I have taken calendar. Okay. So the task can be divided into action that it must have to complete. Okay. These are all the action. When all the action gets complete, we will mark it as done, and we can create like set a threshold. Let's suppose if even a let's suppose if we have 100 tasks, even 70 tasks has been done, so we can mark it as success, and then we can call back our agent, and it will be updating the policies. Yeah, that is how we can proceed. Okay. Yeah, I should be proceeding it like this. I have made up my mind. So yeah, we will be deciding from any of these domains. So I don't know what hybrid is. Is there a way to expand it? Okay. This is about hybrid. Okay. Let me order. Okay. Calendar. Okay, this is hybrid. Let's see what are the tasks that are listed in hybrid. Okay. I have a feeling that it might be having a complex task, so I just wanted to check just in case. Okay. You are an integrated automatic agent for the hybrid environment, managing both Go, Calendar, and ServiceNow customer. Okay, so this is the initial system prompt, and this is the user prompt. These are all the selected tools that you can choose from, and the gym server configuration. You can do the same, or at least we can try. Okay, first task is about. Let's start with an easy one, which could be either calendar or email. Okay, let's just read email first. Okay. You are helpful. Let's just choose calendar wala party for now. So yeah, we will be taking data from here. Take one step at a time, and I wanted to take calendar as task, yeah, task or environment. What should it be doing is doing this. Um, it should be hello agent should be able to do all this task from and since it is open and we round 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 open and we hackathon, you should be using that for creating environment. I have given the context. Okay, let's try to create a spec first. Here, open environment. So domain is enterprise scheduling, calendar operation, data sources, service now, environment based. This is nice. And the type is tool usage. Okay. Before I go any further, I just wanted to confirm one thing. I just wanted to confirm they have their own data set to choose from. If that is the case, we might also be taking any task from there thing which is not being implemented. Data set. Okay. So mm, can go to directly to the they have test arena, but I don't think so. This is too good. Open in the stack search. Okay, we have to create overall the environment, right, where we can reuse the code. Okay, this is it is a space that I wanted to open this looks where I wanted to search. Where was it? Okay, they have a collection for it. Agentic RL HF OpenAI coding agent, real world agent, calendar environment service. Okay, they have it. They have this thing. It is already been made, so should I be making this thing also? I don't know. They have created it, so we might also have to choose something which is not being listed here. Where was it? Okay. We have agentic RL. Okay, this is real world agent. Okay. We have calendar agent, we have reasoning agent, we have reasoning. What is this? Human agent. Web search. So we have to choose something else. We might choose the calendar wala part at least. Okay. Which was the other? Okay, we have email and yeah, we can choose for from email. They have email? I don't think so. They have okay, email, champion. All things have already been listed. So how am I supposed to make something? Beauty Marina. HR onboarding. Onboarding. Okay. How am I supposed to make something? I think they have covered most of everything. It is hard to come up with an original idea. Okay. Coding agent, reasoning agent. They have most of them covered. We might have to go with hybrid. Do they have covered CSM? Okay. Teaching agent. Ask anything. Isn't it these tools to call from? Hmm. Okay. It is tough to cover anything which is original. We can search it for this thing also because I don't want to do manually all this thing. I'm not stupid enough to do something that can be done by AI simply. Teacher search. Which of these are not listed? in any of these, where E collections, right? Am I wrong? But originally we have around like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 spaces run chat environment. Step to chat environment using token ID. Browser Gym and environment service. TV2 environment service. Spiral. Okay, this is something I know because it has a lot of game. Coding environment and 3 environment. Text arena. Okay, we have tested this thing. Okay, we are taking much more. I think we are covering much more than uh, which are described over here. We are covering for this use case around 100 tasks. So maybe we each of them having 7 steps. So I guess 700 tasks. So we might be doing something better. I think so. Where was it? Okay, it was here. Okay, model. Okay, yeah. Uh, real world. Right now for real world they have like 1, 2, and 3 real world agent. Even for calendar, I think they have not covered everything. At least that is what I wanted to assume. Uh, okay, I think they have given a demo. Let's just see the demo first. cd to this, you need to run this environment, and without Docker you can do it like this. Install Cloudflare terminal. Using space data in below cell number 17, so you can see the data is fill data, and you can improvise it. Configure setting execution mode, gym URL. Also, this is an easy one, right? We are taking it as an easy one part. So yeah, for easy one, I think we can be doing this. Is it executing all the tasks? But is it okay? We are taking config function here. Execution the benchmarks. Where are the configs? Okay. Okay. Benchmark we are taking from somewhere with where benchmark executor. Where is this thing defined? We have defined it like this. Benchmark executor. We could take this use case, but we can improvise it.
I'm coming. Then we will come. Yes. We going to wait. Check it now.
Huh? Okay, I have understood it a little bit here. We have to seek help from AI now to get to implement our first task, which will be around um, this meta hackathon. Let's see what is inside it. Okay, we have sampled this and very this is good. Problem statement is inside this. Okay, we have a little bit of context here. So what I can do, can go to environment. It was somewhere here. Where was it? Meta hackathon. Okay, this is the one. This is the one. In the context, I can edit like this. Uh, hey, let me do one thing. Let me add one more screen so that will be visible to you also. Okay. Screen. Okay. So I'm giving it a little bit of context here, and this is the original problem statement that we will be solving. Let me remove this thing. For example, again. Okay, should be like this. Everything looks good to me. We can do one, two, three things or more. Okay. Git, git clone. Let me clone some of the things together so that it can able to get more context. Uh, is the wrapper? This is included in here. Okay. Open dot git. Okay. Just include this thing. Select validation script, validation script. I have covered these things now. What I needed to do is to write those concepts. Files and folder. This thing. Context. So let me remove context. This is the problem. Okay. And one last thing. Uh, solve this at a time. Okay. I have building. I have building AI. Sorry, environment environment to or for RL training with the help of OpenNV and data set for the training is taken from here. ठीक है sorry my bad. Okay, this is the data set. All these make environment where I could be able to uh, run all these to understand the needs. Sorry, 100 dataset. Dataset. Okay, I need to increase this capability. Okay. And then all the context, configure tools, all the tools has been configured. Let this also. Yeah, I think it looks good to me. Yeah, let's see what it takes to me. Okay. It will take some time to get. I will be back till then. Where did this come from? Provider, what the heck? What was that? What is this command? Okay. What is this command? Okay. What is this command? Do they provide this command? Is it okay for me to use it? I don't know. I don't think so. It come from somewhere here. Let's chat GPT. What does this do? And repo and the repo for this. That command uses UBXV to run a Python CLI in an isolated and temporary environment. Okay. Hmm. Okay, we have a template for it, but it does not cover, I think, most of the thing. That is what I able to understand, because they do not cover most of it. Okay. We are still covering much more. Hmm. UBX is from this code open init calendar isn't.ny. Okay, let's just search this thing over here. Okay. We do not have it, but it should be imported it from somewhere, right? This can't be the case that it is creating it by itself. I don't think so. That is the case. Okay. Okay, we have this thing in here and all this thing. Okay. Okay, this is where I think this is coming from. Maybe. Hmm, is this the case? I mean, they have covered most of everything for this. We might have to switch it for better. There are already so many environments. Let me do one thing here. Which of the environment is not covered over here? Uh, from this tasks. Okay, let it think. It is present over there, but I don't know why it is not showing. Let me restart it. So to do it like this. Mm, okay. Calendar, CMS, and these. Only the direct match was this chat envy. These are closest match to CRNP. Okay. Just a moment. Huh? So let's try to create a spec for email. Okay. I think most of the other thing are has been covered in over the OpenNV for calendar. So I'm thinking of switching it with this. Okay, because there is no point of doing it. Okay, because we have covered most of it. So I just wanted to switch it to this, which is not covered. Okay. Yeah. Uh, so it have given us something together. If I will running a quick quality review on the current ticket. It has found a few uh, concerted gap against the hackathon checklist. I have grabbed exact line so I can give precise external review. Finding one high task task declaration is currently insufficient for hackathon validation. We spec define only one task and entry in open.yaml, while the checklist required at least three tasks with the grade grade covering. Okay, okay. Hmm. I think I have just have understand something okay about this that I wanted to confirm. Hmm. Will a complete real world open environment that can do this? The environment must stimulate tasks between this. Okay, I thought we had to create three environment, but that was not the case. So we can take something which is much complex because I don't think so. This thing that we have chosen will going to help us in any way. So we have to choose between from these. Okay? So there are some things that you can choose. See what hybrid is or ITSM. Let's see hybrid. I think what is ITSM? ITSM assistant, ITSM, IT service management mandate ensure the efficient, secure, and delivery of IT by managing the full life cycle of this. Okay, we can do one thing, which is which from these have the high chance of winning. If I wanted to wanted to create an environment. Okay, okay, okay. Let me do one thing. Let me give it to a little more context. Okay. Uh, where okay. If you are optimizing for winning, understanding this best bet was ITSM, IT sector management. Why it is really high scoring. Okay. Second is this CSM, customer. Okay. I think we will be going with uh, this ITSM. Okay. So what we needed to do, let me go to this thing, okay, and ask it to do all of this again, okay, creating a specs, okay. Mm, this is written, okay, it is returning me correct. I was the one who was wrong. I thought it was not something that, okay, this is a question I needed to remember. Let me write it in here for now, and let me give it this. Okay. Uh, okay. Hmm. This should not be here. Let me do one more thing. Let me go to here. Let me restore this. Let's see if, okay. This is, I don't think so. I will do it. Okay, this is the one. But I needed to restore. Okay. Where was it? This is the one I needed, and just I have no use of. Okay, I need to do one thing. Email I stm let me find email stm stm istmt. We will be covering this now. Calendar. Okay, it has written something for the calendar. Okay, this thing is not required, I think. So we might need to update this from here. Where was it? We don't want to cover it. Now we wanted to cover uh, ISTM. Okay, we have given the context here. We also have, okay, I needed to delete this. Uh, and let me copy it to new here. Duplicate this. Understand and make a spec problem statement context. I have given it the context here. And do I need to do something else? Okay. Don't do only three tasks. Make sure you do what 181 task in it in it in it can be able to do 181 tasks in it. For reference, note it in task.md from itsm slash dot dbs. Save it. dbs first. Okay. We have given it as much context as we can. I think this should be good enough. Just in case I should be giving this also. Okay. Okay. I think this should be good enough. Okay. So we are able to do all these things. ठीक है. Just give me a minute. Okay, yeah. So that is how you understand. Okay, you make mistakes, and that is fine to make mistakes. And I also thought initially that we have to create three environment. I was thought of like let's suppose I will be creating one to two environment in this day, and then three, four, five environment. Maybe how many I can, how much I can. I will be doing it before five. Then I will be digging the code in six and seven. So initially I thought it that way, but that was not the case. So yeah, that is why I say don't blindly follow it. Read it, what it is saying. Try to understand what the problem statement wants from us. Okay? Try to understand what the people who have conducted the hackathon, or maybe in future what the clients wants from you. Don't just whatever they have given the spec, just insert into the AI and ask him to generate it, because it is their statement can be ambiguous, and there can be something which can be like having a different meaning, and you have to try to understand it and see if it is working and if it is the same thing that is uh, been building, because even a single prompt, if you give it to the AI, okay, it can generate different reply. Okay? So yeah, that is something that has to happen, and it is your role uh, to make it understand or to do all the things, okay, which is necessary. ठीक है, we have covered most of it. ठीक है, this is the spec. I will not be showing it to you for now. Okay, what are the spec? Because I think I thought there was two three environments, so I will be showing one environment on the live, and other two three will not, I will not be showing in the live. Okay, if I will be showing but we have to create only one environment, and if I were to show it in the live, then there is no point. But overall, my main goal was to make you understand how you can also the like thought out all the process. How can you use AI on your workflow, okay, and how can what is your role, okay. So that is my goal, and how you can going to debug a particular thing even before it arises, okay. Now I have changed in the AI like 2 3 times in the life only we have seen it, okay, because it was not what they wanted, okay. Initially I thought they wanted us to create three environment, and I have like created the first environment as calendar. Then I saw their in their website that client calendar wala environment is already being built in their own website. Okay? So I thought I should be making something else. First I thought like why not create try to build something which is already not built in their website. Okay? Uh, but then I thought that most of the thing has been covered in their GitHub, okay, in the environment. So I thought I have to shift something else. Okay, I choose email. Then I see in the spec that it is trying to take one environment, and in that environment they are trying to describe three different tasks. So I thought, why is it like this? Initially I was also be giving it to telling him that you are being wrong, but I was the one who is wrong. So I was giving it to that, no, you have to create three different environment, and right now I'm creating the first environment, and you needed to perform all these tasks. But that is not how it is. Okay, so then I just started to read all the things. Okay, okay, what was the hackathon problem statement initially? Because I read so many things. I read from their official website, which was from Scala, and then I go through with all the uh, with their modules, and then I try to look here there. So I thought that we have to create three environment, and when I read the Discord, I that is where this mindset gets built up that I have to create 3 to 4 environment. But now that I have clearly seen what it understood, I was able to understand. Again, that is a good thing, and this is how you improve. Okay, okay. So we were able to make this spec. Let me read it on my own. Okay, building a real world IT spec where the agent can execute this and okay, I think it is going to take some time. Till then, what we can do, we can read some of the things today. Uh, I don't think so. Uh, we get what we wanted to do. Okay. So let's just see if somebody else have made something around it. Let's try to search this thing. Okay. To get a reference. How can we implement it? Or maybe let's see if somebody in their interface space have created it. Open envy. This is the one, right? Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay. Let's see what are the other use cases. Okay? So somebody has created Harfest envy. Okay. Do they have created? Okay. RA environment for management and consulting task building for OpenNV, Merco theme, okay, an LLM agent like this, and data to solve 14 multi-step analytic tasks. Because he has covered 14 multi-task analytic tasks. That is good thing. Okay. Okay, I think I have done most of the things. Okay. Next task, not user management. This is okay. Where were we? Okay, so it is using 14 multi-step analysis task. Okay, about a fictional food manufacturing company. Answer are scored against deterministic robotics. Rubrics actions are these: field dot list, list field. Okay, file.read, read text, spread. Okay, though I think this is a analytics task that we can perform on SQL. I think SQL DB or maybe in anything. Answers scoring against the radiometric robotics. Okay, I am curious about how is this guy calculating his score because I also needed to implement it. That's why I just wanted to have a reference. Okay, so I think this is where all the data is been kept. Okay, we can read from these, and there are some ground truth, high priority count. Okay, task.json, high priority. These are all the tasks. There are in total 14 tasks. Each has their own different from ground truth. Excellent, comprehensive, and very helpful, which is 14. Is he given the why is this score like this? Let's suppose if you are excellent, comprehensive, and very helpful, it should be scoring something higher, right? Why is it 14? Or is he trying to write 140 or he's written 14? I don't know. Or am I the only one who's being delusional? I don't know. Because for excellent, I think the score should be higher, right? Or is it not the case? Let's try to read. Okay, what is the task? So the task name is to train quality assessment using the workforce survey in response to identify the number of respondents who receive any kind of training, a digital tool of these things. Okay, reply back here to me. Training count is itna, which is quite high. Excellent, comprehensive, and very useful, which is 14. Why is it 14? I don't, I don't get it. Top 5 techniques. So he has defined it quite better, at least better than me. Open NV. I think this is where they okay. So this is where he has covered the logic. I think yeah, the reset logic is almost the same everywhere. I wanted to know what are the modules first. Yeah, so schema.md. I think this is okay. Yeah. This is where all the modules has been kept. Actions, observation, success boolean. Okay, this is observation, prompt, step count, done, reward info. Okay, okay, so everything is good now. If you want, I can then next generate the task that is also as well the SQL. Okay, yeah. So where were I? He has defined parse action. Okay, okay. This is taking an input, right? I don't think so. This is something useful. Uh, is it from the client side or what? Okay, this is where the action has been kept. We can add max uh, document characters at 2000. See if this is this. and in files list will be this, and the file read function is something like this. Resolving CSV path. Okay. Okay, row matching. So it's matching the row, and then data filters. So all the logic for task has been written over here. Let us code. Environment. Okay, this is where I think the things that I wanted is being listed. X and JSON. This should be of minimum length too. Okay, and this is how you defined it. He's defined it also, right? That is a good thing because I don't think so. Uh, normally, normally they have defined in this simple example, like in the open spiral, they have not defined it clearly. Okay? So this is a good thing that he has defined it, how the JSON should looks like. Okay? It is very helpful as a developer because we have to try to debug it. You ever seen my second stream? I was trying to debug and trying to find what could be the error. Okay. Hmm. So this is where all the models has been kept, and this is where the environment, sorry, the client has been kept. Okay. Hmm. I think this is same as others. Maybe he has taken the same template, but I think this is same. Or am I wrong? Or is it supposed to be same? It's Docker file. So this guy is not have added the Docker file. Maybe he's using the local wala part. Okay? Locally is doing all the thing. But we have to include the Docker file. Okay? Okay, this is where the logic for the environment has been kept, I think. Yeah, HNC environment logic reset for this, step for this. Step result to obvious. We also needed to cover much more than this. It is okay, I guess. Not that much good, but it is still nice. Agentic RLF. But is this a hackathon? Is it the same hackathon or what? SF was in 7 March to 8 March. Okay, San Francisco. Uh, it is ended. I think this is the same hackathon. Oh no, it is not. Okay,
I will see and try to find something which is interesting to me. ठीक है. DC Gemini environment service start stack Docker BNDBN open range personal assistant environment service. Okay, what is this? It is showing the runtime execution index executive inbox environment taking action in the email and meeting. Okay, this is same as email, I think. Yeah, they has taken the same hackathon march time travel controlling and monitoring a stimulate environment via web environment. Okay, this is also not working. uh, Chat with US strategic policy model for assistance. ठीक है, let's try to see this first. What was it? How is it so complex? Okay, we have Docker file here, we have Docker file here, we have Docker.notebook. I don't know how much ChatGPT this guy has done, but dude, this page has been paused. Okay, I don't think so. It's no, it was not good. Okay, where were I? And my environment server controlling the control and monitor a multi-ML. Okay, this looks like something good. Open while benchmark for long region RL system, stimulating contract negotiation. Email test agent asking for help. Teaching agent are asking for help. Let's see this. Live oops open. Over seekers open envy. Step through an environment by submitting prediction. Okay, let's see. This is something. Okay, what I needed to pass. Learning rate. Okay, let's pass one. Or do I need to pass it? Okay, I don't know. Momentum of will carry. Let's suppose 1 0 0. Okay. I the nearest valid value is itna. Okay. So 2 itna, but he has given me the option to select, right. Hmm, the two nearest value. Okay, I have to set a range, right? Please enter a number. The two nearest valid value 5001. Okay, okay, what was it doing? It is calculating the score, which is, I don't know if it has a use case. Is it? And rating is complete and then the UI are requested edit this. If you want, I can now add one command sync check this and on Java. I can also write a wire runtime loader that can read this. Now build the solution. Okay. Does this thing have a real world use case? Let's try to see what he has defined. I think the quality of these things is very low. Let's try to see this thing. Yeah, I think this is more helpful for me. Okay, what do I need to take action? The agent answer to correct to the current question. Uh, what is it? Reasoning gym. Okay, I think reasoning gym. What should be I giving it to? Oh, sorry, what should I give it? Question. Who is uh, Donald Trump? Okay, who is Donald Trump? Question is null, still not null. Why is that? Uh, correct 554 data this. Okay, do I need to understand this all the metadata to really be able to have this? Who is Donald Trump? Is it take, take action? Answer. The agent answer to the current question. Agent will answer the current question, right? Your task is to count how many legs there are in total when giving a list of animals. How many legs are there in total if you have 13 and 14? This and this. I don't know. Let's do this. Okay. ChatGPT. Some of those are hearing this name for the first time. So how am I supposed to answer this? It is this. Okay. Current observation. Answer is 504. Okay. Reward done. Are we getting any reward? Difficulty is this. Hmm. It is having 30. Same page having 14. I think so. Lobster is having 10. B is having 1. Fly is having 15. Is it generating all the response? Like suppose for chicken, there are 5 leg. I don't think so. Chicken has 5 leg, but is it generating answer depending upon my question? Hmm? Okay, let me give 2. Okay, let's see what it does. 3, 13, 14, 10, 1, 15. These are all the same. Score table. Score is 0. Correct answer is 504. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me give an answer. It is close 502 or maybe 503. It is not scoring it. The correct answer is this. Okay, now I get it. We needed to guess the answer. Okay. I think this thing is not working. Or what? Web search. 404. Google Server API is not working. That is why I think this thing is also not working. But we need to query something. Temporarily API we need to send our API. I will not be doing that for now at least. Okay. Okay. Reasoning games. We we can explore these, and I think we will be good to go for today. This is the last thing I think. Yeah, this is the last thing that we will be exploring. Let's say Python. Hello, and let's close it. I'm not closing the double quotation. Let's see what it does. It is giving us a negative thing, showing us the error in real time. Let's suppose if I do this, let's see what it does. Still not right. Okay. Uh, am I supposed to do something else, or am I supposed to answer something? I don't know, because I think this should be correct. Oh my bad. Where was it? Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Where was I wrong? If you are trying something else, depending upon your intent, goal is this. Okay, this is not working. This thing is working, but let's see what is want from us. That enter your Python code here. They have clearly said this, but just write the value. Okay, okay, okay. Is this how it's supposed to be? Reward is this, and done is field. Why? Why is it? Is this not how it's supposed to work? Hmm? Why is this? Is this how am I supposed to do this? Okay. Uh, let's write hello. Let's see what it does then. Okay, it fails again. Uh, the reward is still 0 1, but it is marking it as false. I don't know how am I supposed to mark it this true, but I just stop playing around today. We have covered most of the things. Okay, we were able to do all the things, I think. We will be debugging soon enough. But before that, we need to understand some of the things. Okay? So let me show this thing. Okay. What was it? Yes, okay. Okay. Am I supposed to do this? I can't. Okay. Where I can find it? Okay, I can find it. It's over here. Task. Yeah. So these are all the tasks. This is our problem state. This is what we are solving. The file and enumerating the 18 tasks. Okay. Source of truth is this thing. Okay. Compatible node. If your local dump is .db format, export it to the SQL. This is something which we don't need to be considerate of, but yeah, these are all the tasks. Major SAP database unreachable to correct the lifestyle state. Okay, we can do one thing. We can directly read it from somewhere. I know where we can read it from. Okay, where was it? Okay, it was here. Let me firstly do this. Yeah, we we will be doing this thing. Okay, we will be reading or we will be going through each of it. Yeah, yeah. So let's read. Okay, so this is the first system prompt. So, but we are an IITS. Let me do one thing. Let me close these first. We have understand what is this. Okay. Okay. Explain at least 10 tasks from here. What is ISTA? Okay, is this the one? This is the one, right? ITS, ITSM, ITS. Okay, now it is reading through it. This thing, we can do one thing also. We can ask ask the same to this. Okay, and let's see which one of them is going to reply as better. Till then, I need to do one thing more. Okay, we were able to. Okay, I will be back in just a moment. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm audible. So I am checking the data set directly so I can describe the okay. This is found the policy test and text and one example task. I am now pulling several distinct rows so I can summarize at least 10 tasks rather than just describing the framework. ITSM means IT service. In this dataset, the assignment is being trained to handle incidents, service requests, changes, problems, configuration items (SLA), and knowledge list while following the strict rule and data integrity rule. The IST splits on the page for has 103 rows. Here are 10 examples tasks from the dataset explaining simply. I still mean IT sector, IT service management. In this, uh, the assistant is being trained to handle the incidents and service request changes, problem, configure item, SLA, knowledge link, while following strict rule and data integrity rule. Okay. Price the impact of the existing printing incidents. The caller says printing problem are delay urgent documents, so the task is to upgrade incidents this and increase its impact to high. But this thing looks like something which is useful. So yeah, let's see what does come out of it. But or just by reading it, I can able to understand that much. Yeah, it is something useful. It is really not a toy data set at the very least. That is what they want from us. Okay. And here they are described. There are a total of 103 tasks, but I think okay. In here also there was 103, but why did they have said over there that it contained 181? I don't know why. Yeah, even here also it was 103. I think there was a mistake. Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. We might also have to create these things today and trying to generate it with the help of AI. But there are some tasks that are remembering time to time that needed to be done. Let's suppose I needed to have a reward system in which there is should be penalty also for negatives if it is doing something negative. And there are two, three things that I needed to implement, and the structure should also be in the way that they have described it to be in the modules. So I need to make sure all things should be in their original. Okay. So till then, one last thing that we can do before ending our stream, because I think this is more than enough for today. Okay. But before we end our stream, let me read this thing lastly. Okay. Okay. Pre-validation script. Okay. Uh, validation.sh environment submission validation. Check that your interface is live. Docker image build and OpenNV validation passes. So prerequisites are we have to be having Docker installed, and we have to have installed this, and we have to have curl. Okay? So we need to curl this thing main script validation.sh with this all download run locally like this pin URL your interface URL. Okay, it should be there, and the repo directory should be the path of the repo. We should be changing this thing, and we need to test it like this. This is going to check we have done everything right or not. We should also have given these things also, I think, right? Or is it not? ठीक है, we understand थोड़ा we were able to get a little portable empty tag, clean up all the things, ठीक है, then URL is this. This is something to print, right? Okay. Log, we are logging it here, we are passing it. If it is failing, we are letting it fail, giving it some hint, fail and printing. Open and we submission validation. Repo directory link is here. Pin URL is here. Wherever the Hugging Face is deployed. Yeah, I remember this now that we also need to ensure that we all these endpoints should be working. That is also our main priority. Step 1 is what? Pinning the HF. Okay, we are verifying that it is working. Then we are running docker build wala test with this command, I think. Yeah, and then running open nv validator, installing this, validating it. Okay, printing pass or fail, and then stopping it, and it is just 43 checks. But there are much more than this, okay, that we need to check before we submit. Okay, let's see. I think that is all for today. Okay, we got these things. Okay, let me just show it to you guys. Okay, executive summary. So these are the prerequisites that we have already discussed. Environment setup. We should be having Python 3.8 plus. We should be having Docker. Pip install this is necessary. Okay. We should be having a Happiness account, that is fine. We should be having OpenNV CLI, that is optional, but we have it. Codebase, clone or stagger your environment folder. env init, this will generate the boilerplate structure. Verify that you can run the local server below. Okay. Repeating. Okay, so this is for if you wanted to build something which is already being built, or there is already a boilerplate for it, but it is not necessary, I think, or to test it if it is working or not at your local. Dependencies, server can we should be having the requirement of txt in which we should be including OpenNV and any server now or the database client. Okay. Expecting pip install -r server this succeed without error. Okay, and then we have architecture and design. I think we will be reading this. There are so much things. If I start reading now, I think it will take much more time, and I think we are good to go for today at the very least. Or should we read something? Okay, let me read at least some of the things to you. architecture and design, understanding the OpenMV philosophy, treating the ITSM environment as a microservice. It must be containerized version, okay, and isolated. The uh, we needed to make it in a microservice way, okay, that much we understand. The agent code will never run in the same process as the server. We have to make sure that this should be happening. Uh, okay, and the architecture is a training script. The architecture is a training script LLM agent invoking the environment over WebSocket and HTTP. Expected design documentation. So three component type module.py we should be having it. Client and the server logic. So these are the three main things that we have it. We should be having. Okay. The passing diagram or the design was three component pass fail. Uh, Three component pattern fail monolithic design not matching the fast API model. Okay, this is we understand. Okay, the three methods we should be including, which is rest, step, and state. And for the multi-level, so okay, we have studies these. So I will be skipping it for now. Okay, the environment includes a class inheriting for open.co.mv environment with rest or step state implement. Calling this module client return the type observation. Okay, this is something we needed to create in our own. Okay, me sorry, this I think this is something which we are taking from OpenMG, right? Yeah, that is my understanding at the very least. Failing missing the incorrect signature. Okay, yeah, we understand these things. So I think this is more than enough for today. I will be wrapping around for now. Yeah. I hope you like this stream. If you like this stream, make sure you like this video, okay? And if you like watching video around all these things, okay? Yeah, how can you solve a particular hackathon, or how can you uh, what is the procedure of tackling a problem, okay? So this is how it should be, okay? You firstly break it down bit by bit, try to understand what they are trying to say. Because even I, for this hackathon, I was also not able to understand at first, but after then I just read all the things. I revise all the things, okay? So, and then that is how I was able to understand that what they want from us. And yeah, I think I was able to somehow achieve uh, like what they want at least, and I just wanted to implement it, okay? So that we will be doing tomorrow. So yeah, that is all.